If you had to pick one, video recall or reach?
I mean, I feel like it's such a weird thing for me to say because I would be a person that doesn't have the largest reach. When you look at actual like creators who've worked with substantial brands, there's people out there who have, 70,000 followers. We were just talking about our boy Will, who's I think above in the 70s. You've got people like Jen Allen. So reach is big. I think it still matters. You want to build an audience, but when it comes to actually purchasing a product, it's recall. I mean, it's been forever. We're just, again, we always talk about B2C adopting B2B. It's like, what brands do you remember when you want to buy? That's the simplest version of it. So from a revenue standpoint, I would like to have the most recall with the most reach. So it's kind of it's a complicated thing because I don't have the biggest reach on the platform, but I feel like a lot of people with reach, and especially right now what I'm seeing, you don't remember anything that you saw. Day in the life, cool content, great for tofu, put it in the mix, but maybe put a spin on it, maybe make it a satire, maybe make it revenue driving. I just feel like right now it's like reach is a little bit weird, depending on the platform.
Yeah, let's kick that question to Ding.
Yeah, well, so when you optimize for reach, one thing happens is that you start to over-index on what we call vanity metrics, right? And the content selection and curation will be drastically different for any brand or individual that's maximizing for reach because you have to serve the lowest common denominator. So we've seen a lot of pages and accounts posting, especially on a platform like LinkedIn, you look at the user base, it's mostly HR people, recruiters, salespeople. So, and job seekers, of course, right? So what content does the best on LinkedIn is here's how to get a job. Here's the best interview tips. This is how to perform your SDR job better. Because there's more users on there. Unfortunately, if you're looking for a job on LinkedIn, you're probably not in a position to buy some software. So that it misses the mark in terms of the targeting, in terms of the intention behind the content. And to your point, the recall and longevity, when you appeal so broadly, it's hard to build a one-on-one connection with your audience of one, right? That concept of everything that you make should be for this target profile of this imaginary one person. If you sell to CISOs, it's Billy Bob over in the IT department. Yeah. You sell to the CMOs, that's a different profile. But when you go too broad, you just can't do that.
No, and LinkedIn's done a good job. Kudos to LinkedIn. I will say two things positive since we all kind of poo-poo on the algorithm. Is like they did a really good job of like, hey, we want to get more people using our platform for jobs. So right now, all the categories within the video categories are for jobs. So it's not from a place, I think, from where we all come from, where we're trying to attract ICPs for a business. I don't think it's conducive to that, but it's sure the heck conducive to engagement on their platform. So I got to give them credit. I see what they're trying to do. So I've seen a lot of people decrease their output production over the last 3 months, like big time. I don't know if you guys have.
I have.
But
I certainly.
Some of my favorite people.
I'm not like back in the day when it was there's a higher ROI to post, right? Not necessarily to create, because like now we're very big on the most important videos. Your bottom funnel, mid funnel content is more important than tofu at this point. When distribution, landscape changes, right? But yeah, of course, I'm not as motivated. So when I was just making a random selfie, getting 10,000 impressions, 20,000 impressions, hundreds of likes, right? That's easy. Of course, I'm going to maximize my spread every day.
And that endorphin too of like, oh, there's a reward when I post. I think some people are feeling that, and I've seen probably the most I've seen was this week, and people actually being like, oh shoot. But it's hard not to sound like a hater because it affects us all. It's not like one of us is being, shadow banned, which I don't believe in. I think it's just the nature of the algo changing. Yeah. But I hit up, funny story, I hit up the CEO. I saw an interview with him, and I thought he was super
CEO
cool.
of LinkedIn?
Yeah. So I messaged
You hit him up.
I did.
You guys are buddies?
No, we're not. I saw him doing Gen Z slang. And so I was like, hey, really loved your video. I was like, I heard you say you respond to every comment about the feed. And within a minute and a half, he responded. I'll show you guys after this. But yeah, he literally said, hey, let me get this in front of our head of our feed. I can't remember the name. And I said, awesome, appreciate it.
Head of the feed.
Yeah.
What a job.
What a job title.
Head of the feed.
Powerful.
That's I mean, you get that
cool.
on chicken
That's cool.
farms too.
Yeah,
Head of the feed.
All right, Ding, with your rhymes and jokes.
Irreverent humor brought to you by Ding Zheng.
All right, so synopsis, recall, and reach, both important.
Both
But
important,
I think we lean on recall for trying to sell software or whatever we're trying to sell.
I would say right now, for sure, right now. Timestamp this.
And the other piece, right, that we haven't talked about is when the organic is low, you can always blast paid, right?
Yeah.
And then when you're doing performance marketing like that, recall is even more important.
Yeah, for sure. I just wrote some ads, and that changed the whole way of thinking of writing.
Yeah.
Like 30 second, 15, 6 seconds for a company. And I was like, whoa, this is such a different, I know that I'm going to be in somebody's feed with this production. How does that change? That was a big thing for me too. That was crazy.
Even when we just went to the fish market, you might have saw this. It was probably mentioned in the last 3 calls we went to. Oh, you guys are at the fish market. So
Well, no, yeah, his post, I think one of his posts popped up in my feed, and he was like, doesn't matter what you post, just post it. And it was like, and I think it
It did
killing
pretty well, yeah. I think people
for fish.
people saw the picture of me with the gimbal in front of like some fish on ice, and they're like, "Whoa, this is not B2B SaaS."
Yeah, like, wait a minute.
Yeah. So it just
Broke
goes
the
to show.
format.
The pattern interrupt. Right?
Pattern interrupt.
Great.